interested in this. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on with this Nina West feet? Now y'all gonna hold on. Let me look this up. Nina West feet. Cause I'm like, what are y'all talking about? um I did see that there's something on Reddit that said we've seen Nina sucking on toesies. The toesies she chooses to suck on are all clearly people she's interested in, white, bearded, and toned. Ask yourself, when have you seen Nina suck the toes of the gussy chocolate, rice, or spice? We're not going to do that. Because y'all using undertones of race in here, like rice or spice. She doesn't even let you know the horror you're about to experience. She'll keep it vague so you don't have the opportunity to run before she can unhinge her jaw. She also sometimes dresses like Tinkerbell when she does it. Did y'all really just sit up in here and troll me with this foolishness? Because y'all up in here had me go look that up and sit up here and talk about that she apparently has a foot fetish and be putting people's feet in her mouth. I'm like, look. So it said apparently she was on stage wearing an outfit appealing to kids and smelling a guy's sneakers while beating her meat. And it, okay. I was like, child, what are y'all? Somebody saw it and read it. They are covering. Oh yeah, I did see. That's what I was just on. I was on Reddit. Michelle says he's doing Celine now, but we'll get to the Nina West feet thing. And Diabetica says people are shocked that Nina would do it in front of everyone. That is funny. But look, I don't know much about this feed thing. I'm probably gonna have to do a little more research on this. Um, but yeah, according to Reddit, but look, you can't believe everything y'all read on Reddit. I need more tea on this. I'll have to just fan out and look into my drag race sources because I have quite a few. Yeah, that's how I knew this, who the drag race queens were. I knew that for about a damn year. But now it's like the world's worst kept secret. So let's get right into it. The secret's finally out. We already know who the all-star girls are. Today they came out with Meet the Queens. I was minding my business. I did not expect this to be on my bingo card, but I got a phone call from one of my sources that said in about 30 minutes they're about to drop the Meet the Queens. And I'm like, really? Because I could have sworn, didn't they say something? And I don't know, maybe I got my information mixed up, or maybe this was just Drag Race is responding because all the leaks and stuff was coming out. This was a big trending thing over the weekend. Even after Nymphia win, I don't even think it's got to enjoy her win for the past couple of days. People were coming out and started spilling the All Stars girls, and I saw last night who was trending. There was a couple of the girls that was trending. Roxy Andrews' name was trending. I don't know if it still might be on Twitter, but for some reason Roxy Andrews' name was trending. I saw a couple of the girls' names was trending, and I'm sitting there like, oh, here we go with this. So I think to nip this in the bud or to capitalize off of the trends and or the trending that's going on social media, World of One of them decided, okay, let's just reveal who the girls are, because didn't Sherry Shepherd say a couple of days ago when she was interviewing George Lopez and his daughter that she was going to be having the queens from the show on her show? So I thought that was the day they were going to plan. They were planning on revealing it, but I guess they're going to have them on to interview them. But nevertheless, we know who the girls are. And in case y'all don't know, let's just act like we don't know and let's get right into it. So on May 17th is when the season is going to premiere on Paramount Plus, and it says that they're doing something different, which I know about this too, that apparently it was going to be charity based. And then, it says that not only will they earn a coveted spot in the Drag Race Hall of Fame, but also compete to win a supersized donation of $200K for a charity of their choosing. They're also going to make money too, and they're not even being eliminated. That's another thing also. That's why there's only 8. A lot of people are like, well, how come there's only 8? It's going to be a short set. I was like, no, because none of the girls are going to be eliminated. And for what I heard, the only reason why they're not being eliminated is because a lot of the girls who they were trying to get to come on this season didn't want to do that same BS where RuPaul just sit her lazy ass in them damn sweatpants behind that desk and just let everybody do all the dirty work while they do their little stupid whatever it is that they're doing, the judges, behind the table, and then let all the girls eliminate each other, and then they get dragged on social media because their fave got sent home. And it's like, to me, it's pointless. I've always felt that RuPaul's Drag Race should be a celebration of the queens, and we should just be sitting up there and celebrating them, let them go through their challenges, let it be something like a point system, and then when it gets to the finale, then you could do your top 3 and all that other stuff. So that's what I was hoping with that. But they also said that the sum will be provided by the Pallet Fund, a private foundation that, according to a release, is dedicated to breaking down barriers and advancing social change in communities that are under-resourced and facing significant challenges. This new twist doesn't mean the queens will be playing nice this season. The crop of contestants joining this season are some of the strongest competitors in the history of the— Okay, if that's what we're gonna go with, we'll go with that. But I wouldn't say they're the strongest. I would say that they have a huge following on social media. And then he said they will be battling out all season long to earn the most in the charities. Fans can catch it all play out on May 17th, where they're going to drop 2 all new episodes. RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked will also be back, taking viewers behind the scenes. Well, hopefully that Untucked will be watchable, because I feel like I miss the old days of Untucked, back when Untucked was on Logo. Back then, they used to really go in and let have with each other. I even miss the Interior Illusions Lounge. I miss the Gold Bar. I miss all that other stuff that they had on there. And the girls would just go in and they would kiki, and they would throw shade and all other stuff. But I feel like the fandom has ruined this show to the point that everybody wants to be Miss Congeniality. Everybody wants to play nice. This is why it was refreshing when last season, on season 15, we had Mistress Isabel Brooks, who was like, okay, I'm not going to play the game. I'm just going to be up here. I'm going to be the villain of the season. I don't give a F what anybody has to say on this situation. I'm going to be the villain. And then Plain Jane was trying to play it up. She wasn't really good at it, because it's like there's an art to being shady and reading and all that other stuff. Like with me, I learned from the best. Like I hung out with a lot of drag queens. I hung out with a lot of older gay men, black gay men. So they taught me the art of reading. So that's what Plain Jane needed. She needed a girl to take her under her wing. Now I saw that she did a little video with Mistress on her YouTube. So she got little pointers here and there. But anyway, but I think she's still got a ways to go. But anyway, so Angeria Paris Van Michaels from season 14 is one of the queens, and we have Got Mixed season 13. Okay, now Angeria, I like her. She's funny. She gives me my life and all other stuff. And I love her. Her line, "You ugly bitch." Especially how she stretched it out in her southern accent and stuff. I definitely like her. Do I see her winning? I don't see her making it all the way to the end. Got Mick, season 13. Yeah, it's cute or whatever that she's, here, and she's going to be a part of the show. She's playing for Trans Lifeline, a grassroots hotline advocacy and micro grants nonprofit offering direct emotional and financial support to trans people in crisis. That's great that she's doing that, but I don't know. I don't particularly care for Got Mick, especially like her years of hanging out with Violet Chachki and the alleged stuff about her not paying people when they do gigs for her and things of that nature. So allegedly, because she ain't paid a friend of mine. But anyway, so you know, it's cute or whatever that she's gonna be there. Do I think she's gonna make it all the way to the end? No, I think maybe I think she's gonna go home early. We're not doing this whole charity thing because somebody's trans that we just gonna keep them around. It's like if you're not bringing it, you need to sashay away or not. Oh wait, not even eliminate. Because wait a minute, I think I just said that nobody's being eliminated. But do I think she's gonna win the show? No, I don't think she is. Now I do like the fact that we have Georges from season 14 coming back. She seems like she has had a big glow up since she was on the show, and she looks great. And from what I saw from the Meet the Queens video, that was like the 20-minute video, it's like she definitely was, the makeup was on point, the outfits was on point, and even her confessional look. I don't know about the little curls that she had in her hair, that wasn't really given. I was thinking like it was giving Roman Empire tease, but she was definitely giving glam girl. And the charity she's playing for is the National Alliance of Mental Illness, NAMI, which is the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental health conditions. Now, everybody's favorite in the chat, Nina West from season 11, she's playing for the Trevor Project, which, I think that's like the one everybody pretty much is familiar with, which is a leading suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for LGBTQ plus people. And, they offer crisis services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and they connect highly trained counselors with LGBTQ young people whenever they need support. And in these days, especially what's going on, the queer community needs all the help they can get, especially the youth. Because didn't they say the children are our future? Isn't that what Miss Whitney said? And with everybody in this controversy, like I said, I'm going to have to definitely look into that story about Nina West, because apparently everybody was in the chat talking about she's a non-consensual foot sucker. who uses her shows as opportunities to tongue the feet of men who want to fuck she wants to have sex with and forces the public to watch while she does it. Now, my thing is, if this is what is going on, that she is someone who doesn't ask for consent and she's putting people's feet in her mouth, I don't know if this is part of her act or whatever the case is. If that's a part of your act, then girl, I mean, I know we're in the era of everybody needs to have consent if they're doing all these things, but I would think if there's some truth to this, where is the evidence? Like, I need evidence to know, like, okay, is she out here sticking people's toes in their mouth? I mean, is it that you just taking people's shoes off at your shows? Is that where this is happening, or is this happening at like when you're hooking up with guys? Like, I need more details instead of this little conversation about saying what people say we've seen Nina sucking on toes. Like, I need this video, somebody leak this video or fan out, send it to me so that way I can know if this is truth. I'm not just gonna be running around with rumors if there's no actual evidence, because if people saying that they've seen it and this if she's doing this shit in public, then there has to be evidence of this, because everybody, y'all got y'all phones out for everything else, but y'all don't have a phone out for Nina West putting people's toes in her mouth. Now, our next queen is Plastic Tiara from, I was trying to say it like, oh my God, what was her damn name? I would see her in my damn head. Big black woman, black queen. When she was like, Plastic Tiara. Hiya cool, hiya cool. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like all of a sudden I see her in my brain, but I can't put the name. But anyway, so she's from season 11. I think it was on the same damn season. Is back bolder and more beautiful than ever, and she's playing for the Asian American the Asian American Foundation, which is called TAF, which serves the Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander community in their pursuit of belonging and prosperity that is free from discrimination, slander, and violence. And the one thing I do love is that we have organizations, and I don't think. Well, of course we have organizations, but organizations that cater to other communities, because apparently, when it comes to the LGBTQ community, a lot of the times, the mainstream only wants to focus on the white ones, but y'all don't want to talk about a lot of the organizations that are queer based that cater to Asian Pacific Islander, the Black community, Latin community, like APACHA, who was an organization that I'm aware of in New York that caters to Asian and Pacific Islander queer people. Now, our next queen that we have is Roxy Andrews from season 5 of All Stars 2. I will say this, that she is still looking thick, beautiful, and juicy as ever. I'm excited to see her coming back to the show when she's playing for Miracle of Love, an organization founded by Mrs. Stafford in 1991 for the distinct purpose of providing accessible HIV/AIDS prevention programming and supportive assistance to service the multicultural needs of communities in Central Florida, namely Orange, Seminole, Lake and Osceola counties. And, with everything going on in Florida, child, with that stupid ass governor, y'all got the one that like wearing them kitten heels because he don't like the fact that he's short. That queen. I'm glad that we have, there are places in Florida that people can receive help, because with the dumb Santis trying to remove so many things for people, y'all need all the help that y'all can get out there. Now, in regards of Roxy Andrews, I will say that do I think she'll make it all the way to the end? Well, fingers crossed that she does, because I feel like out of all the queens on this show, she really has a lot to prove, because on her season 5 and All Stars, what was it, All Stars 2? I felt like she rode the coattails of Rolaska Tops. And she really hasn't been able to prove herself outside of Rolaska Tops. And we know Alaska was trying so hard to be like, I'm trying to distance myself from that and I want to be my own woman and all this other stuff. But then on the other hand, you and Detox kept saving her when it came down to her being in the bottom. And we all know that there have been many times during that season that Roxy should have sashayed away, because she really didn't bring it in a lot of the challenges. But because she had Roxy and because she had Detox and Alaska in her corner, they saved her in a lot of situations. So the great thing about this season, the fact that Alaska's already a winner, she is not coming back. Alaska's said what she needed to say when asked 50 million times, is she going to come back to All Stars? And she said that she feels in a lot of ways that because of her association with Willem and them doing their podcast on the Mom channel, Mom Network, whatever you want to call it, she feels like she's being punished in a lot of ways. And my thing is this: if World of Wonder is going to be petty in that way, fuck them. Like, do what you need to do. You continue to make your coin the way you make your coin. Yes, you came from Drag Race and you did what needed to be done, and you got your wins and you got your tens and you made your bones and you have your fan base that follows you. But one of the things that I have to say is that with that is that at least you have something. You have your network to fall back on, you and Willem with Mom, and you're doing all the things you do. You still have your followers and stuff, so you don't need World of Wonder and all that stuff. If they're going to do that to you, then that's fine. But the great thing is, at least now Roxy has a lot to prove to show that she doesn't have that protection and that safety net. She really has to bring it this season. So I'm excited to see what she's going to bring with that. Another person who I feel like she's ultra competitive and will have a lot to prove is Chanel from season 1 All Stars 1. I think she was kind of brought on because she, from her season, well, I think because of last All Stars when she came on as a lip sync assassin, she basically, I think that was when the idea came about of, let's get Chanel to come back. And she is someone who is from the first season, like BB Zahara Benet. So to bring somebody back, whereas, you have those Johnny come lately Drag Race fans who aren't familiar with Chanel, now she can come in. If you have some of the people who watch the show from the beginning, like myself, we know who Chanel is, so we're going to see, as someone who's been in the game for almost 3 decades, what she's going to bring to this new season, especially regarding the fashions and being an old school pageant queen and all this other stuff, what she's going to bring with that. So I'm excited and introducing her to a whole new fan base. And who the charity she's playing for is the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, ADA, a global nonprofit committed to advancing research and helping people overcome anxiety, depression, OCD, PTSD, bipolar, and related conditions. Now, another person that's coming to the show is like one of my favorites, who I feel like she has a lot to prove too, beyond the whole memes and going viral and being internet famous and being like a popular queen, but she's really got to bring it in regards to the show. And I feel like she did the last time when she was on season 11 is my girl, Miss Vanjie. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo is, the breakout of season 10 because, when you already know how she went viral when she did her little closeout as she was exiting the stage saying Miss Vanjie like 20 damn times. And Rue just loved it so much, she brought her back. And, she has an amazing personality. But does she have the skills to claim the crown for All Stars 9? I feel like Vanjie hasn't had enough time. She knows how the game is played. She knows what is required doing the show. So do I feel like she could make it all the way to the end? I could definitely see Miss Vanjie making it all the way to the end, and I would like to see her make it all the way to the end. Now, the charity she's playing for is the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, which is the ASPCA, which believes every animal deserves to live a life free from suffering. So there's that. And you know what? One of these girls are going to join current winners, Chad Michaels, Alaska, Trixie Mattel, Monet Exchange, and Trinity the Tuck, Shea Coulee, Kylie Sonique Love, Jinx Monsoon, and Jimbo in the Drag Race Hall of Fame. So I'm excited. And one of the things I did forget to do, and I want to do that real quick because I don't want to make it seem like I didn't want to bring her up. Angeria, I forgot to bring up the charity she's playing for. She's playing for the National Black Justice Collective. So, so I'm excited for this, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with these queens. I don't know if I'm going to be doing recaps or whatever the case is, because there's some people that are better at doing the whole recap thing than I am. I like to give my overall opinion about stuff, but usually what I do is when we make announcements, whenever there's announcements about the queens on the show, I just give my overall thoughts. So what do you guys think? Are you excited for this upcoming season of All Stars? I think I pretty much am. I'm excited. I mean, I have Paramount Plus, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this. I just wish that they would have gave my girl Nymphia a chance to just get into her bag and enjoy her moment without y'all being so quick to bring up All Stars. But I do feel like the only reason why this whole All Stars thing is happening is that was brought up, the announcement, was because of all this talk and everything over the weekend and all the spoilers and everybody talking about the thing. And now we know, because the cat been out the bag for a while, it's official. Y'all need to plug up y'all leak. I don't know how these leaks be getting out, but y'all need to find out who y'all leak is and plug them up, in the words of Carrie White. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below.